Hey everyone, welcome to the Quarantine Kitchen. Today I'm going to cook a little slice of Americana, and that's a casserole. I'm going to do a chicken casserole. Casseroles are one of those things that you bring to picnics, you bring to family reunions, you bring to parties. I understand some parts of the South, even when you have a family member or a coworker who has a death in the family, you take them a casserole. So I'm going to show you how this works. I'll show you how I do it, and then I'm going to show you a simpler way of doing it, but I really prefer the way I do it. I'll show you all the ingredients here, and we'll show you how to prepare this. Let's go over the basic ingredients. Obviously, we're going to use an egg noodle. I'm going to use half a bag of this. I'm going to take these portobello mushrooms and slice them. I'm going to saute them in butter. Here I have some cooked chicken. I've cubed it. Now, what I do with this is I will take a chicken breast, cut it up, and then take some water, about 3 cups of water, a couple bouillon cubes or chicken stock, some rosemary, and bring this to a boil, and then immediately turn it down to simmer for about 45 minutes. The chicken comes out really tender. So that's what I'm going to be using in the casserole. And then over here, I've got sour cream. I'm only going to use 4 ounces of this, so I'm only going to use half of this. Then I'm going to use the butter, which I'm going to saute the mushrooms in, and a cup of sour cream. And then when we get this all done in a casserole, I'm going to take and put about 8 ounces of, go back here, 8 ounces of white cheddar cheese over the top, and then we're going to bake it 375 for 25 minutes. So I've got my mushrooms sliced, and I'm sauteing them in about 4 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to salt them now and pepper. Now they will absorb a lot of that butter almost immediately, but they will retain that buttery flavor. This is a lot of mushrooms. This is about, my guess is about 8 to 10 ounces of mushrooms, and they're pretty good size. Normally I wouldn't go with this size, but this is the only size I could find at the store. Usually I like to use a smaller portobello, but these will shrink down anyway when they cook. So we're going to let these saute, probably take about 7 to 10 minutes to get them to where they're fully cooked, and then I'm going to put the chicken in there, and we're going to finish cooking that. Then we will put this in with the egg noodles, sour cream, and cream cheese, mix it up so everything melts, put it in a casserole dish, and then we will put the cheese over the top and put it in the oven. Okay, so I've added my chicken to the mushrooms. I'm going to let these cook together for about 3 or 4 minutes. So total time in the pan right now is running about 10 to 15 minutes. I've got my noodles boiling over here, and they're going to come off real quick, and we'll drain those, and then I'll show you how to combine all this together. Now I will let you know, and I'm not adding it this time, but I like to put peas in this. I know people freak out over peas. I am not one of those people. I like every vegetable there is. I can't think of anything I will not eat. So yeah, peas. I've also done slivers of carrots in here, but this is just going with the basic mushrooms and chicken for now. And we'll be ready to put this in the casserole and put it in the oven here shortly. Okay, so the mushrooms are cooked, the chicken's cooked, and I've added the cream cheese and sour cream. I'm going to stir that up and then put it in the noodles, and we are going to put it in the casserole. Okay, we got it in the casserole dish right here, and I'm just going to take this cheddar, I'm going to sprinkle this over the top. That's pretty much it. So it's going in the oven for 25 minutes at 375. Okay, I promised you a couple quick hacks on that. So I add the sour cream and the cream cheese. I like it that way. But if you don't want to go that route, you can either use Campbell's cream of chicken or Campbell's cream of mushroom. I just like to go the little extra mile to give it my own personal flair and the fact that it's homemade. If you do use either one of these, go ahead and use the sour cream. It says milk, but I cook with sour cream constantly. I love the flavor that it adds to the dish. So if you want to add milk, that's fine, but I'm big on the sour cream. So this is going to be coming out of the oven here shortly. Okay, here we have it. Chicken casserole right here. I took it out in about 15 minutes. I was happy with the way the cheese looked. If you put it in longer, the cheese will get a little brown. If that's what you like, that's fine. But this will serve, I would say, 4 to 6 people with no problems. Give it a try. I think this is really tasty. You can substitute this, as far as chicken goes, you could definitely substitute beef. I wouldn't do pork. I would not do ground beef. I would do some sort of roast or something if you browned it and then put it in there. Then the traditional one is the tuna casserole. I love tuna casserole. A lot of people don't care for tuna, but I'm fine with either one. So there you go. Hope you enjoy it. Give it a try. Like I said, if you don't want to use the sour cream and the cream cheese, you can use the cream of chicken or the cream of mushroom. Either one would go well, I'm sure. So that's about it. So check out some of my other videos. Please subscribe to my channel if you would. Leave comments or any suggestions on things you would like for me to make. So signing off from the Quarantine Kitchen.